Hi, Steve. How are you?
Hi, Dmitry. Happy Easter.
Same to you. Thank you for doing this. Hope it's gonna be
Thank you
fun
for
for both
inviting
of
me.
us. So let's see, where are you? Oh, we got 5 watchers. Maybe more people will join. Okay. So go ahead and invite me.
All right. How many points do you like to play?
Whatever you pick.
Okay, so um, I got 11 points. You're good.
Okay, sure. All right. Good luck.
What the heck happened? Yeah, but wait a minute. This is a totally different color scheme than I'm used to. How do you change it?
Uh,
There's
I don't,
different colors and it's different.
I don't know why. I mean, it's your computer. So you go
Yeah,
options.
I understand.
You go options.
Um,
Probably general preference. I'm not sure. I haven't done this in a while. Uh, nope. Oh, okay. So you go to options, backgammon settings, display, and you go from there. Can somebody in the stream tell me if you can hear us okay? Thank you.
all right, this is fine.
All right. Let's go. Good luck. 11-point
Yeah,
match.
you too. All right.
Oh, I step into it, huh? Okay. Uh, I'm gonna try to stay back so you don't hit me where on the most valuable points, stuff like that.
So, so your play duplicates 6-1, but it gives me a good 6-2 and a good 5-3 and a good 5-2. But you're placing your builder in a spot where it's now you have the builder lined up to make your 4-point or 3-point, and that's good. Another possible play is to come in on the 23 and move 24-20, and another possible play is just come in on the 20-21 and play 13-11. Not sure about this one. How do you make this thing like oh Jesus. I'm used to having it yeah, like that.
I mean,
Oh,
I can't see your screen. I'm just using my screen to stream it. So
okay, that's fine. And where's the pip down?
it's on top. There's a button on top. You see pip count, like it looks like a calculator.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay. Well, I see 3 6s here, basically. 3 reasonable 6s. 24-18. But that is exposed to one 6s, 2s and 4s. That's too much. I can play 13-7. I can also play 21-15. 21-15 seems like the safest play right now, so I'll go ahead with that.
Well, I mean, the problem with this play is it allows me to deploy builders with tempo, and also your I don't have that many return shots to hit you back. I'm sorry, you don't have many return shots. I mean, back. If the 8-point were stripped, for sure I'd play 24-18. And the idea of playing 13-7 is not that bad because you're down pretty far in the race, and you got an active builder on the 8 and the midpoint to block in. And if I miss you, you can make that point, block me in, and if I hit you, then you can make multiple anchors. I'd probably play 13-7, but
Well, I was afraid of like double shots and stuff. You know.
Oh, getting you hit twice? Yeah, I see that. What the hell's going on?
It's your move.
No, I can't move my cursor.
What's that?
Oh, I got stuck for a second.
Let's see.
I couldn't move my cursor for a second. All right.
Okay, anchor. Yeah, seems pretty clear. I'm gonna go ahead and make a 7-point. Since I'm behind, so if he hit me, I can live with that.
Yeah, you're behind. You're making structure. My midpoint is stripped, so it's a little bit vulnerable to hit. And most importantly, you have an advanced anchor. So, I'm okay with that. I guess I hit and duplicate your 5s. Well, I can duplicate aces, but where's the undo? I guess I have to drag it back. Something wrong with this thing right here. I don't know how to fix this.
Well, I can't help you without seeing it, so.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. Terrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'll just play it quiet this roll. Yeah, if you escape, I'll probably still have a shot at you, so I don't need to go crazy. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be breaking my prime. And even if I do escape, I still have the blot on the 10-point to deal with. So, I mean, if I roll double 6, obviously it's great. But other than that, you're going to have some, compensation. That's a very good roll for me.
I don't want to put my check here to the ace point, so I'll just try to attack here.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you could have made an outside prime, but yeah, you're doing two strong things at the same time, and you're still a little bit down the race, and you still got a little bit of an issue getting your checkers out of there, but it's not that easy for me to get out either.
Candace is asking, is it too early to double? I think, Candace, I'm not even sure which one you think should be doubling. So yeah, it is too early.
Well, that's an interesting number.
I think I want to escape here. If you roll a 5 or a 6,
Yeah.
I might still have a shot, and if you don't, then I'll have maybe a better roll next time. Plus,
Also, the
race is
also the
reasonably close.
yeah.
I was hoping to roll a good number. Okay. So this is my 6. Now, do I hit you? I'm not sure.
No, I'm not sure either.
So
You're only down 5 pips, and if you don't hit, well, if you do hit, that leaves me 16 numbers to hit you back. That's kind of a lot, but if I don't hit you back, it means I stayed out, or I came in with potentially an awkward incoming number like ace 5, ace 6, deuce 5, deuce 3, ace deuce. So there's a lot of bad numbers. You're kind of gambling the whole game, or mostly on this roll. And the benefit for not hitting is that your opponent could roll something like 3-2, 4-3, or 1 or something, and then that becomes a little bit awkward. The cube's in the middle, and the score doesn't really make a difference. So
I think I just wanna hit you. That's my gut feeling would says me. So
yeah, and not only that, by playing the safe play, you're putting a checker out of play that isn't really that valuable. In addition, if you had hit here, you still have return shots to come in. I roll ace 3, and then you come back with a 5-2, 5-3. So you haven't lost the game. And since you started off down the race a little bit, you got to try and equalize it if possible. There's one of the numbers I mentioned. Okay, so this is the most flexible play.
So I have some strong numbers here, so I'm gonna go ahead and double.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
All right, well, that is the question, whether it's a double or not, because I'm up 8 pips. I have you outboarded, and you have some strong numbers and decent diversification.
Well, to me, it's like a easy double because my market losers are not just they're not just a lot of them, they're huge, So to me, it's like a obvious double.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, so we were talking about who thought whose decision was easier. I think it's, I mean, not that it matters. It looks like it's clearly a take and reasonable double, but I think I think the double decision is closer to the take decision, but it doesn't matter, so I'm just going to take it.
Okay. Well, I could make a prime, but that gives you sixes. Okay. I can also just teach you, uh, you know, I can also just stack you, and this seems to be better. Doesn't give you immediate winning numbers except for double fours. And plus you have a blood on your 12 points, so I'm gonna try to pick him up.
Yeah, that's the main issue right there. It's because I have that liability of that blot there that you need to take advantage of it, especially with the race being so close.
Doesn't look like I have options here. Look, yeah, this is it. That's my play. Well, now I have to go, I think. And now I have to go again. because I don't want to give you enter and hit numbers.
Yeah, I mean, at a different score, maybe 4-way, 2-way, you could come out with a 4 for safety, but it's early, so just, I guess, win the game first.
Let's say for 1 more, plus it gives me extra builder. Should I make the ace here? Yeah, I think why not? I mean, it's extra gammons if you dance. I can play it awfully safe. I think I'll go with this.
Yeah.
Or there is
Another
also
choice.
this option,
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Maybe
one blood,
that's another choice.
one blood.
But you have more numbers to close the board the other, well, maybe not. Maybe it's about the same.
So I'll go with this one without being too sure about it. Well, I don't want to leave you anything. Yeah. Why give you anything?
Yeah, I mean, you're up enough in the race. You don't need to worry about. And even if you hit me and didn't come in, your gammon percentage doesn't increase that much. So you're kind of in that middle ground of just trying to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, I could have, cleared. Yeah, I could have put one of my checkers in the 12 point. Okay, but that would deliver 7 shots. I didn't have to give it to you. That's what I was saying. Okay. Never easy, huh? Okay.
No. Well, if I do this, I'm forced out with my next 6. But if you get your checker home, there aren't going to be that many. I mean, you could roll something like 3-2, and then maybe I'd want to stay for some bad rolls. And I'm pretty far down the race. I don't think I'm sacrificing too much race equity by doing this, and maybe I gain a little shot equity, but I'm not sure how the trade-off works as far as, because I mean, it hurts me if I roll double 6s, and I could have had all my pieces in. And how many shots am I going to get anyway? But I'll try it, see if it's a small mistake.
Probably close, yeah. For the record, I would have made the same play. And I can't,
All right.
I can't clear the checker. So this is the same number of shots, I think.
Well, that was pretty unlucky, losing like that. Oh, sorry, you stayed out?
Yep.
Well, there's a tiny chance of a gammon and not too much risk. I could roll double six and leave a shot. I could have left this checker back on the 18 point and saved myself by not leaving a bad double six. It's probably technically pretty close, so
So you just roll, yeah. I would cash, I guess, but it's close.
That's interesting. Well, I can do this and this, and I'll leave a lot of shots. It looks like a cube out. Oh, I don't know how to move these checkers back here to the original position.
You don't have undo button?
No, I mean, there's something
Undo window?
that happened. Oh, here we go. Now there's something. All right, whatever. I'll just make a play and I'll just W because I can't undo it.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
Okay.
All right, so this play duplicates 6-3, 6-5, and 5-3. As opposed to the major split, there's less duplication. And if you make a point, it's a weaker point over here. So,
Yeah.
but it's not worth a lot. It's pretty small difference in equity.
How about making the 5 point?
Oh, you know what? I thought I was pointing on you. I'm just a little bit distracted. Okay, so I earned my first blunder. That was nice.
Okay.
Yeah, where's my
You need something
undo button when I need it?
like a 6-4 or any deuce, you'll do it. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite there yet. Oh. This. I can also think about this, maybe. But then you come in, and I'm unhappy. This way, maybe I can, cash next time. So let's go ahead with this.
Wow.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
Double.
Well, if I had the anchor, it wouldn't even be double. But I don't have the anchor. And I don't have that compelling a counter prime. And I'm a little bit ahead in the match score. You got 2s and 3s and 5s and 6s coming up. Even double 4s plays. If you roll a really good number, you're pointing on me. Or 6-5 and escaping. Or double 5s. If you roll something, I mean, what do you have that's really bad? I mean,
I don't know. Double force.
double aces?
Even double force make a point on your head.
Maybe double aces.
Double aces, yeah.
But that's not even horrible. It's just not that productive. So, well, I don't know, I guess I'll drop, but How do I pass? Shit.
Try action.
Something happened.
Try action design, maybe something like
What?
that. Action. So hold on, let's fix this. Click view and game status bar.
Oh, hold on a second. You can't see what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to slide this thing open. Wait a minute. This is crazy. Something happened. This is terrible. That is terrible that I don't even have a function to drop this.
Well, there is click on view. You see view on top?
Yeah.
And click on game status bars.
I already did. I clicked it and unclicked it several times already.
And nothing happened.
Well, hold on a second. There's something at the bottom that says status bar.
Yeah, it should be checked.
Oh, this is really bad.
How about action and resign? Just resign, huh? Can you do that? If you want to resign.
It's not allowing me to. It's grayed out. Oh boy.
But it was okay before. Maybe you should just need to, close the grid and, log on again.
Yeah, okay. Let's try that. Gee, sorry. You see an invitation from me?
Nope.
I just invited you. Or you try inviting me. Do you see me at the grid?
Yeah, but you're not green.
Wait a second.
You're not ready.
How do you do that?
There is a ready button on top. Green, like a bold green dot. Ready.
All right, this is awful. Let me try and invite you again. Well, let me just try and invite you to a new one and see what happens, because I don't understand what's going on.
You just need to click on right click on my name and resume. Say resume or something like that. There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
Okay, now I have the option to pass. All right, so I guess we figured it out. All right, that was good.
You danced. And I don't have a cube yet. Okay, this split is better than bringing it down. It's good to split when opponent on the bar, and the farther you split, the better. So this is my play. But I imagine it's probably close anyhow. Now this I can double maybe. I'm split. I have a better, I have a point. You on the bar, so I'm a little bit ahead in the race. Not a lot, a little bit. So I think that's enough to double.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
Yeah, you're a little ahead in the race. You're a little down in the match score. Where I don't see the match score displayed anywhere. Well, this is ridiculous.
Your score is in your down left corner, and my score is in your upper left corner. You see?
Yeah, I don't see it. No, I don't see it here. So let's see. Well, no. Let's just.
Anyway, the watchers can see it. I think, unless it's too small.
All right. Well, I mean, the score isn't that big a difference. It's a pretty strong position. I mean, you got a better board, a little bit ahead in the race. You don't have a lot of threats going on here, but you have, some. And, if you roll a 4, you make the advanced anchor. You roll 4-2 or 5-3, 6-4, double ace, double deuce, double 3, all the doubles. So what's most likely to happen here? I mean, an average number for you might be 4-3 or something. Make the anchor, bring a builder down. And then I'm coming in. So I guess I'll take.
Yeah, looks like an easy take to me.
Well, I mean, I could hit loose down here, but that's diversifies all your numbers and doesn't accomplish too much. So I guess I just come out, duplicate your 4s.
Did you consider just bringing one more down? One checker down?
No, because that way I'm letting you directly point on me, and I'm also impacting my builder distribution. I'd rather have 4 and 4 than 5 and 3. Yeah, there's a chance you might not even hit if I come out. Of course, if I stay back, you're less likely to be able to point on me.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
And again, I don't think I want to do this to stop your forward progress, because it doesn't help a lot. Just make this play, and if you make the bar point or an inside point, I have some numbers that help. And the race is, it's not so good, but it's not completely out of control.
Okay, I rolled a bad number here. Let's button up for a second. Maybe I roll something better next time.
All right. So 4-1. So I'm down some 20 something in the race. Down 21 minus 5 is 16. I mean, hitting doesn't seem to do much good. I don't think I see the benefit of splitting. So I'm actually going to try this play here because the race is bad enough anyway if I get hit. So what? And if I don't get hit, I can counter prime. And if I do get hit, you know, I can make I'll make some kind of backgammon.
I didn't even see this play. Okay. I was thinking 39, 6 to 5.
Yeah. I mean, this is some more aggressive variation of that.
Yeah.
That play.
I think I'll step up while you have two bloods, like, in the board. So if you hit me, then you're probably not gonna have a very strong board.
Okay, I probably would have played 13-9 and just try and get out later because I do have some middle-sized numbers to cover an attack. Nothing's perfect, but 3-1, 3-2, 4-3,
But I had
5-3, double
to check
4.
it on the 14 point. So how do you play 39 when you have a check and not 14 point?
No, well, you rolled
I rolled 6-2.
a 6-2. Because you played 14-8, and then I would play 13-9.
I see. Okay.
But I don't think it's that big a deal.
You mean 11-9, yeah?
Sorry, yeah, 11. So I mean, so here, I have one of those hidden numbers that I wouldn't have had if you stayed back, but. All right. I'm going to diversify your numbers here. Let you point on me.
Right.
Okay, so now I got the anchor. I'm probably not getting gammoned. I could counter prime you.
I can play this. Or I can play this. I want to give out now. So I'll play this.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm unlikely to point on you, and if I do, you can still possibly get out. And if I only hit you loose, which is most likely to happen, so that would have been bad either way, even if you stayed back. But now you got a good counter shot. So this is entertaining for the spectators. A lot of hitting.
Let's hit you. Actually, I'm not sure here. Maybe I should play it safe. I'll hit you. You got a lot of bloods.
You noted.
Yeah. And I put the check into the pipe so I can hit you, possibly hit you again. I need them cover for the ace point more than I need your checkers. Also, I can possibly do this, but I don't think I'm that good. You don't have a 5-point board, you only have a 4-point board. So try to play it nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have broken the 6 point, but it's pretty hard to lose from that. Although you are creating a gap, so that could be a problem.
So just so I can play a point on an ace, maybe. I do give you double.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay. No more double fours. I'll keep with the same. Oh, maybe I can do this instead. Yeah, this looks better. One, two, three, four. More builders. Unless this is no better, I don't think. Okay. I wanted to
Cut off the
backgammon you.
backgammon.
How dare you? Oops. He's still on the bar.
Yeah, I got you so distracted with my double fours that you almost left me a shot.
This? I can also play this maybe. More backgammons this way, I think. Maybe I'm just dreaming.
Yeah.
Oops. I just can't win, huh? Oh, maybe I can. So I just want to, get closer so I can roll something like 6-6 or 5-5 or 4-4. 6-4 maybe. Yeah. Yay!
You did it. Still have a chance for the backgammon. Well, that was close.
Yeah. Maybe I played too greedy over there. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so now you're ahead 5-2.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I see it. I see the score off to the side. I don't see it on the board anywhere, but I see it in the game log. All right, so it's close enough. This play is close enough to being right that at this score, I think take a little bit of extra chance.
Yeah, I agree.
The last one, I'm not a huge fan of hitting on the ace point, but I think it's right in this case because it takes away your return shots when I only put one up. And builder distribution is pretty good.
I wouldn't do that. I would just play Turktonate. This was the last one. But whatever. Okay, good number for me. Yep. Not gonna leave you anything this time. I can play this kind of look, no, ugly a little bit. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. I'm not a fan of going, past the open 5 point,
Right.
but it's okay. I'm still very flexible here, so. Okay. Is that my play? I could also see. I don't like this because I have like a semi-ideal builder on the 4 point. If this guy was back, maybe I would look closer at this play. So this seems like the 2 of the 5s, and then I think my choice is between this play and this play. I don't like. Oh, also there is this play, which looks reasonable. Yeah, this seems like most flexible play to me.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking to come out to the 18 point twice and make the ace point. Just because of the 2 blots out in my outfield.
I see.
It's not very good if if you come in and safety or the blitz is a pretty difficult blitz after that. But I was thinking the race is so close that I want to give you a 25% chance to stay out and maybe pick up some of these other blots. But it isn't a high probability success for a blitz. But this play, what's going to happen is you're not ahead very much. I'm probably going to safety one or both blots, and then it's a case of you trying to prime me in and escape your back checkers, and I'm trying to escape my back checkers, and so yeah, I would have pointed, but I don't know if it's right or not.
Yeah, I'm leaving a shot, so I might as well just make a point here anyway. Two. Let's hit you.
All right. Well, the score isn't that desperate to hit here. A double. But I do have advantages. I have a 14 pip lead in the race. I do have 4s, 5s, and 6s working for me, but I have a lot of liabilities. Apart from the obvious where I might not come in. I do have these 2 blots out in my outfield to clear up, so I don't see this being a double. And even if I hit with 3-2, it's far from a market loss. You just come in with a deuce or hit me back, and I think it's even at the score. I think it's a pretty bad double.
Yeah.
But I got a good shake. So all of a sudden, it's gone from not a double to probably too good. I'm up 45 in the race, and 4s and 6s to make a 4-point board. you don't have that many counter shakes that crush me other than double threes. So I'm just going to play for the gammon. Well, this way at least I get an extra builder bearing on the 3-point as well as the 4-point.
Yeah.
And it happened. Well, if I do this, I'll give you double fours, which I don't want to do. And if I do this, it makes my double sixes not play so well. So I guess I just do this. But now the double fives don't play that well. So maybe I don't do that. I guess I'll just come out all the way. Well, there's liability no matter what I do, not much. But if I do this, now my double six leaves a double shot. If I do this, this leaves a single shot and gives you double fours. All right. It's not that risky. All right, so if I don't hit and you roll a 4, you're probably off the gammon. But if I hit and you hit me back, I'm not that close to losing, and I'm down in the match score, so the cube is not as valuable for you, and I do need to win a gammon.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a little bit stronger position before I decided not to hit there.
It's hope for me. Okay.
So now, trailing by only 1.
I think I want to be safe. Play safe now.
I probably wouldn't. I probably would still just bring 2 builders down.
It's close either way.
Okay.
Like if you had a 3-point instead of 4-point, I would bring 2 down. This way, you know, it costs more to get hit, so I'll just, you know, I'll play it safe. Okay, it's a good shake. I might double you here. I mean, if I roll a 4, I'm probably happy I doubled, and if I don't roll a 4, I can maybe escape. And even if I stay back, I'm, you know, still in good shape here. So, just based on that.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
Yeah, I mean, you have advantages in all aspects of the game. You have a better race, a better board, fewer checkers back, and volatility to send me back. But I have an anchor, and I have point in my board, so I can't really pass it. So it's a pretty solid double and take.
I was gonna run, but now I see I can make a 4 point. That's gotta be better.
Yep. I mean, I could just not even leave a shot at all, but I mean, maybe my how strong is my chance of counter priming you if I do this? Doesn't seem like it's great. I got to cover this and fill in the 3 point and fill in the 7 point, and I'm giving you an ace shot, which increases your gammon wins. But this is, I don't get gammon that often if I get hit here. I mean, I'll try it. I don't know.
I agree with your play.
Oh boy. Well,
Yep. Need to get out before I crash my board. And here I'm gonna stay. I'll try to pick up more candy.
I would have made the other play because, first of all, you are giving me double one and double two to hit you back. Secondly, if you play 17-12, now you give yourself good fives. You're duplicating your aces and deuces to hit and make the bar as well as come up. And you might be able to get this checker anyway. I mean, I have 2 on the bar right now, and this lot on the 10 points, not necessarily going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay. I don't need my bar point. Well, actually, I can maybe hit you even. Let's do that. Or do I want to do that? Let's say you come in, make the ace point. You may end up with a good timing here. So, yeah, probably this is better. Not sure.
It doesn't seem that risky, and you don't really want me making a double anchor.
Just gonna try to hit you again if I can. I need fives to come out. So, either this one or this one to make the ace point. Giving myself more numbers. I'll go with this one. Okay. I can also break my bar point at this point, but I don't think it matters really. Now it's time to break it. Oh, I gave myself bad double fives. Well, I can handle it. I can handle it still. We'll do that. Don't want to think too much about it.
Well, I would have made the other play. I would have put a checker on the 8 point, because then you don't have any numbers to leave a shot, and your distribution is better.
I give you the 2-6,
Oh.
and this way I only give
Oh yeah, you know
myself
what?
6-6.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was thinking that I had 2 on the bar, but yeah. So maybe your play's right.
I don't know if distribution matters enough. So I guess just take it off. This should be safer. There is a train track, like 400 yards from my home. Did you hear a train coming?
Oh boy. So do I want to waste 2 pips and stay for a 5-1, 6-1? No, I'll just keep going. Wow.
You did it, huh?
2 double 6s. And more.
It's close.
So right now you're up.
It's close, but I just like to stand at 24 points. Alright. Oh, this one. Not necessary. Okay, this is first. Yeah, I'm keeping it. So, what do we have here? I am 4 away and you are 7 away. I have 13 checkers, 14 checkers in the zone. So I think I just double here. Despite the score, I want to win a gammon also.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
Yeah, well, so I look at the race. I see you're up 33. And the relative position is similar, except, you have 1 back, I have 2 back. And then I look and see how your numbers play. So everything makes the point, the 5 point, except for 5s. So let's see, how does 5-1 is pretty weak, but it can double hit if you need to. 5-2 could be the worst. You're going to do something, I don't know. 5-3 is constructive, you can make the 3 point. 5-4, you can point at me. 5-5 is very good. 5-6 plays. So I think because you need 4 points to win the match, and you have obvious major advantages. Even trailing this much in the match score, I don't mind dropping and letting you go to 3 away, which is what I'm going to do.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got priorities going both directions. I mean, the one priority is to be more aggressive in taking when you're down on the match score, but the other priority is when your opponent's 4 away, not to give them...
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you. Like, if it's a take, it's not a take, probably not a take by a lot, but it could be like very, very big blunder if it's wrong. So just for the practical reason, just pass it.
Yeah. So that's something to examine in the future, how to compare 4 away, 7 away doubling positions against how they compare to money games. And just to see, because you have priorities going in opposite directions, but I want to see in the neutral money situation how different types of positions stack up.
Yeah, this is like this was like a high win percentage position and high gammon percentage position. So I'm like, it's very easy for me to double that and take is difficult. I think it's hard to turn that game around. So I believe you did very well by passing. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's make the anchor. And I don't feel like giving you anything, so I'll just dump one checker there. Like that.
Yeah, I mean, your game plan is just to roll a double and escape and win the race. So do I come off the 18 point? I mean, to the 2 of the 18 point? I don't think so. But maybe. I am effectively even in the race here. I'm not sure about maybe just because of the score, I'll make that the tiebreaker and go for extra contact.
I see. Yeah, I would probably come up just because because race is even. Race is even, then then you maybe wanna make it a race more often. I guess I'll make it a race. But I wasn't sure either. Yeah, your play seems to be fine to me. I'm 10 pips up, not enough for me yet. I don't know, probably just this. 5, I believe, here. For the watchers, the pip count is Steve 119 and I'm 111. So I'm nowhere near a double yet.
Well, the benefit for this play is it makes you a 5-point board. And the liability for this play is that there's no numbers where you're going to leave a shot on the next roll. And if I roll 5-1 or 6-1 on my next shake, I'm pretty sorry I did that. And because you have enough spares on the 8-point, I don't think you're going to be too encouraged to voluntarily leave me an 8 shot. So I'm willing to give up the little bit of outfield control just to have a better timing, really.
Yeah, also your play is better for the race. It's like, a little bit better, maybe like by 1 pip.
Yeah.
Maybe. And because race is reasonably close, I like your play. Okay. Not volunteering here or anything. Don't need to. Still have enough checkers to play. this is most flexible. So I'm 14 pips up here, but I have a gap on the 4 point. I'll just roll here. And now I'm glad I didn't double. I'm gonna because you have you cannot make any further progress. You're gonna either have to break it, break your anchor, and I'll have some shots, or you'll have to run, and maybe I'll have some pick and passes number.
Yeah.
Or maybe you'll roll that and prove me wrong. Let's say if I do this. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'm afraid of your board. I don't know if it's red. Probably not red.
I would have made the same play.
Let's not give you double sixes. You have two on the bar, I can roll. Do I give you double fours now? It's only one. Also, you can roll double sixes actually, and double six you'll have to run with double sixes, with at least yeah. So it's only really double fours. I'm gaining a bunch of numbers by doing that. But I'm giving myself the bad double sixes here. I'll just go with this. I don't know. Maybe I should have doubled here. I don't know. 4, 5, and 6, 5 this way. This way it's 4, 4, and 6, 4. Yep. Okay. Alright. You think I played too aggressive for a gammon?
No. That was a pretty unlikely sequence. You had to roll nothing, and then I had to roll 3 numbers. You have to roll.
I have to roll. I'm on the bar. That's crazy.
I know, but
Why wouldn't you do that?
I don't know. Oh, I played for the gammon, and I took a risk, and I still got to a position where it's still a risk. All right, so how many numbers leave a shot here? 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, double 5, double 6. That's 8 numbers. So you hit like
8%.
almost three of those, and then you got so I need. I think I just Better cash here. I don't know.
Challenge
Probably
level
was right to
acknowledged.
cash the previous rule. So what do we got here? Oh, down 8-5. Okay.
Pretty sure it's right to come down with both of this curve.
No, yeah, I was just thinking of something while I was making that play, so you're right. Of course, I should have brought 2 down.
This is time to break, I think. If this wasn't for the score, I would probably double this amount.
Yeah, it seems like a too early double to score.
Probably don't hit this point. This is okay also, probably. Maybe it gives me like a 4-1. I'm not sure if I need that 4-1 though. So I'll just clear. Now we have 11 pips difference. This would be a double in a straight race, so that makes me think it's probably okay to double.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
Well, I mean, I could drop, and then by dropping, I still have the advantage of cube. You know, it's hard for you to double. It's easy for me to double. But if I take, I lose the cube flexibility, and it gets you to win gets you to Crawford. But is it really that overpowering a position? I mean, 11 pips. I got some shot equity, but I'm also blocked in. My timing isn't great. 11 pips isn't too much. But how do I get to the race? I mean, no numbers that leave shots. So how often do I need to win this game here to play it? So if I pass, it's 2 away, 6 away. What is that, 19%? I don't even know. If I take, what is it, 8-5? If I take and I win, I go to 8-7. If I take and I lose, you go to 10-5. But let's just assume that I automatically redouble, which I'm not going to, but just easier to figure out. So if I pass, I'm down 9-5, which I think is like 19%. And if I take and I win 4 points, go ahead 9-8. If I take and I redouble and win, I go to 9-8. If I take and redouble and lose, I lose the match. So if 60% or 0 or 9. I mean, what am I saying? 19, I'm sorry. So risk versus, I forgot. Well,
I can help you out by saying that in a money game, in a straight race, it's the same take point as in a money game. Save you the trouble of calculating stuff.
no, I was just thinking about what the match equities were if in comparison. So if I pass, it's like say it's 19%. So the game, let's say I win the game 20% of the time. So 20% of the time, I would be 60%. That's 12. And 80% of the time, I would just lose the match. I don't know. I think I'm doing this wrong here. I didn't get enough sleep. I'll just pass it.
Okay. I think I'd pass it too.
All right, so now we're at 9-11, 9-5 to 11.
Is it better to hit on the bar point than making the 4 point?
Not clear. Yeah, I mean, at this score, it's pretty handy to have the 4 point made, unstack your checkers.
I would have made my 4 points.
Yeah, could be right.
I don't want to play backgammon, backgammon anyway, so I'll just do this. Well, maybe I can do something like this. See, I don't like having 20 point and 18 point at the same time. So let's not make it then. Yeah, just do this.
Yeah, that would give up the control of the my inner board.
I'm not sure about the last two here. I'll do this. No bloods.
Oh, that's a double shot. But I don't really have anything else more constructive, and I'm pretty far ahead in the race. And even if you hit me, if it isn't a good hit, I could come up with a double.
Oh, there are two ways to hit it now. I'll go with more points strategy. That's my 4. Okay.
Well, this blocks you in, but it's harder to clear, and I'm up 17.
Oh,
What did I do?
I see you. You blocked me in.
Oh, I picked the dice up. I wanted to go back and make the bring 4 down. All right, well, it's not terrible, but I was going to do the other play.
Uh-huh.
Wow, what a mess up. Well, see, if I do this and I roll a 4-1, I got to leave a shot. Maybe I just do this.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay.
All right, it's pretty easy double take here, probably.
Standard challenge level
Well, double is
acknowledged.
easy. Is a take easy here?
I don't know. What is your take points, like 20% or something? Or
You're 6 away, so it should be like 22, 23.
that high?
Yeah.
Well, if you pass, then 2 away, 5 away makes you 75%. If you take and win, you win the match. If you take and lose, you're 67%. Wait a minute, what's the score?
I'll just pass it. I don't. If you were like this, if you were on a 12 point, like 6 away from my anchor, I would take it with more contact.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
You're still pretty flexible, so I'll just let it go. Now my tech is real low here at Discord. I know this one, I think.
I mean, I can do this and this.
Two down at Discord.
I almost did it, but I didn't.
I don't think
Okay, I hope I didn't give everybody a computer virus there.
it's okay. I have a Norton antivirus here.
That's smart. Okay, so
I don't know what I'm getting by hitting you, really, except for raise a little bit. I can also maybe do this. Because you only have 8 checkers in the zone. And 8 point is stripped. Yeah, let's do that.
That seems right. Well, you save the cube.
Yep. No blood theory. I'm just trying to survive here. Looks ugly, but I think it's right.
It might be. I would have just brought a builder down and made the 4-point, but
You dance.
genius.
You dance.
That was a really strong play you made,
Which one?
making your 3-point.
Flexible 3-3-3, 6-3, and 3-6-3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I be more aggressive here? Like this way, 1-5, 2-5, 4-5, 4-6, 5-5. Yeah, I'll do the chicken play. Not sure at all about this. Here comes a shot. Well, I'm not going to do this. This just looks so ridiculous to me. So I'll do this, and I hope to survive here. And I didn't. Maybe. Yep.
Standard challenge level acknowledged.
I'll take it. I'm still 30 pips up here, so.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, and it's possible it might not be a double, but, you know, I mean, this was a pretty bad roll, one of my worst. Oops. Yes. This, go for the whole thing.
Wow, what a roll. I'm thinking this.
Well, if I got gammon, then my cube was good. I kill your gammons.
So this gives 5-5 and 5-2. And this gives more. I mean, you can hit me loose in the home board. So do this.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to duplicate 5-2 anyway, maybe play 13-12 and then give yourself a chance to make your point.
Well,
I know it puts you at greater risk of getting gammon because of the extra blots, but wow. Worth it? I guess so.
Yes, sir.
Well, that didn't help out. Congratulations.
Yay! Okay. Now, Steve, let me ask you this. Did you save both parts of this match?
I don't know.
Uh, I need you to look and email me both parts because I didn't save the first one.
Okay, sure. If they're there.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching.
Are we going to analyze it or no?
Oh yeah, we can analyze it. Sure. So let's do that.
So I need those files if you have them. And if you don't, I at least have the second part, which was long.
I don't think it saved it for some reason.
Let me ask people who's watching. People, did any of you recorded this match? If you did, let us know, please, and send me the match, would you?
Yeah, somehow I didn't save it. Damn it.
And I forgot. On this computer, it's not. Yeah, not important anymore. I guess. I'm connected to internet now, I think. Let me hang up, and call you on the messenger from my computer, okay?
Hello?
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, hi.
So you don't have the file, right?
No, I don't know what happened. I either didn't so I mean, I have to go through this process when I go on Gridgammon of uninstalling and reinstalling in order to save matches, and I'm probably just causing myself some kind of problem in some pathway or something. I don't know. And I guess I didn't uninstall and reinstall it properly, and then it just didn't. I mean, I can look and see if.
Well, I have second part of the file. I can email it to you.
Well, that's most of it. So, what can you do from there?
I can email it to you, and you look at it. Look at this file on your computer, and I will look at it at my computer. Save this. 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. So we're only missing like a few games. I think it was 2-1 or something when we got disconnected.
It was 2-0. So
Okay, we got most of it.
we're only missing one game, yeah, or 2 games.
Well, yeah, one game, right?
What's your email? I forget.
Backgammon player at msn.com.
Okay, I send you the file. You got it?
Yeah, okay, so let's all right, so
Okay, so in the first game you obviously missed 5-3. Just overlooked it. Yeah.
yeah,
Then I
remove
missed.
analyze.
What's that?
250. I got a 250. No, I said if I remove analyze because I just got distracted, but I'll leave it in there. My mistake. You missed a cube.
I missed the cube.
You thought about it.
I did, but it didn't look right. I thought maybe like you can still anchor, you know. And I don't really want to be breaking my prime to hit you, so I didn't see like you know any big market losers. Well,
Right.
except for fuel, obviously like big, fives, double fives or double sixes, obviously. But I'm guessing my risk is very low here because it will take you a long, a lot of work to, to turn this around. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought about taking the next roll, but it was just, my pieces were too disjointed to really give myself a good chance to counter prime you. So it was a clear pass.
Yeah. Okay.
The double take in the next game was pretty correct for both sides. Easy take, as you said.
Yeah.
Let's see. I had a 5-1. Oh, how about my 4-1 where I double slotted? You said you would have played 13-9-6-5.
Yeah, 39-65 looks to be slightly better, but your play is very reasonable.
Yeah. And then the 5-1, 8-3-6-5. Well, then it's advocating leaving a double shot. So that's interesting. It's not a big deal, but if I went ahead and double slotted without a point in my board, the previous roll, and it was close to being right, then why not continue the same philosophy and just go for the win,
Mm-hmm.
Making a better point, leaving a double shot. I made a weaker point and left a single shot.
I liked your play though.
Okay, and it's not a big deal. Now, what else do we got? So yeah, you gammoned me. All right.
So I hit you loose, and XG says I shouldn't have. I didn't want to give you a free hand to do anything, So 5-1. My 5-1. XG doesn't like bringing checker to the 6 point. I'm not sure why.
So where are we on the which game or move are we on?
We are in the second game, move 14 for me, 5-1.
Oh, okay. And my play isn't so good. Just breaking the 6 point.
Okay. Game 3. Let's see. Oh, 5-5. Didn't like your. Well, your play is okay. Well, actually,
What? Oh,
it could be even better. Your 5-5 in game 3.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna plus it. It could be, it could be best. I didn't like it. I guess I don't hit enough on the ace point, maybe. It's very close, like too close to call. Okay, 3-2. I didn't like my 4-2 in the same game. I decided to play it safe. XG thinks I should be leaving a shot.
Oh, 13-9, 10-8?
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's the best play if you know you're not getting hit, but it's a lot of numbers. So this is, I mean, you're up 5-2. You know, you are duplicating sixes.
Yeah.
Your pieces are in pretty good place if you don't get hit. But still, that's, you know, you never know when it's right to take a risk.
Right.
And then your double five.
Yeah. Double whopper.
Yeah. You know, you're making a 3-point board and you're potentially freezing those checkers on the 11 and 10 point.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. And then you gammon me?
yeah, double gammon, yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I guess I'm down. Well, down on the score is not that big a deal, but down on the race, and it's 2 back versus 1 back. So when, you know, slotting seems to be a better call.
Yeah.
Then at the point where you doubled, oh yeah, this is a classic double take where the easy double and easy take. You have to double because of volatility, and I have to take just because I have too many chances to win.
Right.
And then now move 10, you got a 5-1. So yeah, that's what I told you. I said I would not duplicate my own aces and deuces. I would give myself good fives and worry about picking up the candy later.
Yeah, I played it too greedy. I didn't even think about duplicating the aces and deuces.
Yeah. Move 14. Yeah, you were going for the attack. Wait a minute, what'd you do? Oh, you did 7 and 6. So you were going much more for the attack as opposed to a combination of the attack and prime. It's not that big a deal. Move 16. 8-7, 8-6. 13, 11.
Yeah, I was still going after your, after my ace point.
Yeah, I don't see how that's that big a deal. All right, now I made a mistake on move 27. Oh, I ran all the way out, and it just wants me to keep the anchor, not even go anywhere. And the halfway play of just moving up, it doesn't even show it.
I can roll something like a 6-4 or a 5-4. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're probably off in 6 rolls. And I'm probably off in 5 rolls, so I'm favored to get off the gammon. So if you make the play where you keep the anchor, you're only getting gammon 35%. So I save a few gammons. I cost myself way too much in win opportunity.
Yeah. And look what I rolled.
All right, so
next roll, 5-4. Yeah.
Yeah, and I missed it, and I would have hit. So I cost myself the whole match there. 5-3. What did I do? Oh, I played 18-10. I was just playing too fast. It's obvious. And I got lucky and got off the match, gammon by one move. Okay, so now you got a double twos in game 5. So I would make the 4-point. I would hit and bring a builder down, which
Which is what I did.
XG is saying don't even hit. That's interesting. XG is saying don't even hit.
And XG says hidden actually wins less gammons.
I'm not sure I understand why. I mean, you do hit me back with 6 numbers. Okay, let's see. What do we got? This is game 5. I'm actually signed up for a tournament that is starting. So,
okay.
do we have listeners here?
What's that?
Is there anybody listening now?
6 people listening. But I mean,
Or
I can finish it. You go what you need to do. Okay.
anyway, so thank you for inviting me to play, and next time I'll try and pay more attention and play better.
You still played very well, and thank you for doing this, and good luck in the tournament.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
See you later. Okay, peoples. Justin is here. Justin is here. We should invite Justin to the streams. It's difficult for me to play and watch, what people saying on the stream and talk at the same time. I'm not a very good multitasker. Well, but I'll look around. There's nothing going on here. Oh, interesting game was when I was trying to. No, I don't think it's this game. When I was trying to bring checkers around. Here it says I should volunteer. I don't know. It's difficult to say. I thought it was close, and it is close. And then, once you don't leave any shots, you just, picked up wrong idea. I just continue with the same, with the same idea. But here, I should notice that Race is not, he's not, that much behind. So, by playing 6-1, I'm increasing my wastage, so I'm losing a little bit in the race. Plus, this position when I play 6-1 is not that easy to bring in home anyway. With all those 3 points, I would, also almost need to roll perfectly. Which I did, but then I didn't. So 1-1 was super joker. It actually says I should cash this. But it's very close. I guess it's just a matter of taste. But this is bigger. I don't know. I just look like I can pick and pass something. What how can possibly go wrong with it? Oh well, that's how. This is how. 3-1-6-3 hit him. 6-2, another 6-2. I guess XG says they keep the pressure on this high stakes. Yeah. Also, like mostly my game plan here is spamming. I'm sorry. Most of the time my game plan is running, and it's not very convenient to run from the 18 point. So if you don't So if it's not convenient, then why make it, right? I think I just played it and didn't even think about it. Okay. 3, 2, 5, 4. It's good time to run. Double threes. 5, 1 close, as I thought it was. Yeah. So I was afraid here a little bit. I'm only 8 pips up. But what I should have realized here is that contact favors me, not him. Yeah, he's gonna use his last builder soon, and then he'll have to either break his homeboard or run with the back checker. And when he runs with his back checker, I can attack him, pick and pass maybe at that point if I have lower points, stuff like that. So 97 pips for me, 105 for him. It would be like a double take in a straight race for money, right? And because contact favors me, I obviously should be doubling, and I just rolled not thinking. But then I rolled a 5-1 and he rolled a 3-1 again, three pips, and I double, and he correctly passed. Yep. Next one. Yeah, I was talking about this. See, with double twos, it's like such a strong number to make your homeboard points and do other stuff that you don't need to hit anything here. Yeah. Making 4-point wins more games and also wins more gammons. Actually, I was sure that he wins more gammons by making the 4-point. Wasn't totally sure about winning single games. He's behind in the match score, and he should be striving to gammon-oriented plays, which is 6-4 twice. Also, this play leads to quicker cubes in general. Something to think about. Yeah, he's behind in the match, so he should be definitely thinking about it. Okay. T1, there's nothing here. 5-2 close. 6-4. Says make 18 point. I don't know. You make it, then you'll have to break it. So I'm okay making this error. Double force. No living shots is best. Okay, so 5-point is the 5-point after all, huh? Alright. Yeah, this was a misclick on Steve's part again. He just wanted to show the watchers what it would look like, and then he, clicked and accepted. It happens. I cannot blame anything but yourself, I guess. 3-1. 6, 6, 1, 6, 1. Yeah, I agree with Steve's play here, actually. Whatever, close anyway. Double threes. The problem with my play is that when I make it, this play, when I make it, and he doesn't leave any shots, what am I gonna be doing next roll? I'll be leaving shots. I'll be leaving shots on on his 9 point. I was aware of this, but that's the way I like to play. So yeah, double and a pass. I wasn't sure about this, but I'm glad I did pass. Yeah, so he actually wins 2% of gammons here. I don't know how. More than I would expect it. I don't know why. Maybe because like my next roll could be something like a 5-1 or a 6-1, something with a 1. I will probably break my 16 point, and then he can maybe hit and win a gammon, some weird gammon this way. 2% usually too much for the holding games like this. Yeah, so I should have. So I did pass, and that was proper decision. I also said that like if we move his 10 point and make it 11 point, then it's probably a take. With more contact, and just based on the on the numbers, looking at the numbers, this seems to be right. Interesting. Steve thought it was an easy take. Well, it's hard to guess what he was thinking here. To me, it just looks like I'm a lot down in the race, and my holding prospects are not very strong. And all the checkers, there's a lot of he can use this five spares before he has to move his 10 point or his 8 point. So yeah, I thought he had a lot of flexibility past it. This seems to be right. Okay. Hey, always know your second roll. Okay. In the mining game, oops. Yeah. In a mining game, it's 2 checkers up. When a lot behind, a lot behind at the score, it's 2 down. Two, 1. Yeah. 1, 5, 2. Run. Make the 10 point. Oh, I would have probably made the same play as he did, but making 10 point is also pretty nice here. You make first of all, you're not leaving any bloods. Second, you probably gonna make your own 7, 5, or 4 point anyway. With so many diversified builders, should be no problem. But I didn't hit them as I should have. I think I was a little bit afraid, of leaving blood at the score. Perhaps, yeah, too much, too much. You know, thinking too much. Also thinking about maybe like making this play. This would have been bad, or this wouldn't have been bad. Then double force. This play I did not even see. It says hit him, bring two down, and dump one checker. I don't know. In general, when opponent on the bar, you're trying to make home board points and not leave, not slot the home board. But here, yes, this prime makes a difference, and twos are duplicated also. Hmm. There's a bunch of other plays worth looking at. My play is kinda ugly. I have to admit this. But Backgammon is not a beauty contest. I thought, maybe I can just play something like this and get away with it. Just run my check around the board. Yeah. And I wasn't sure like about almost every move here. Like he stayed out and I rolled 6-3. Okay. I didn't want to leave with a bunch of losses here, so that was good. 6-1. This is obviously good. 3-6. He helped me out by staying out. Huh? Yeah. Play scary. I guess, just play scary as much as you can. Yeah. Oh, but not here, because playing safe here is just too damaging. Too damaging for my chances to come in. 6-3 to 1 double. Easy take. Easy double, easy take. Yeah. Some people start panicking in these positions, but the key is he does not yet have a 5 prime, and I'm at the edge of it, and I'm like 28 pips up in the race. Yeah, so like several things can go wrong for him. Actually, one of them did. I have a 3-point board, and he has a 3-point board, so like attacking me can backfire. And it actually did. I rolled a super joker here. 5-2. Usually, making a home board, especially if it's a 5th point, is better than picking up losses. Making a home board while hitting a checker. Yeah, he dances one time and you pick up everything. 6-1. We had a little bit arguments about this. Not real arguments. Some just exchange of opinions. But it turns out it's like too close. So it doesn't really matter. Make the bar point 6-2. Yeah. And the rest is history. Yeah, so my bigger blunder, I think, was like a 5-5 right here. So yeah, this is pretty bad. It doesn't even win more often. Yeah, pretty bad play. Uh, Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. You guys stay home safe. Uh, there is David Wells versus Kazuki in about half an hour. So, well, I'm assuming. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I'm assuming because I thought Justin said something. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, enjoy watching backgammon. Good backgammon. Better than this match anyway. And if anybody recorded this match, could you please send me the file so I have the first game or two? How about you? Thank you. Signing off. Bye.